Yo, what's up, y'all? Jaguar. Sabu. The chronicle continues. We're off to Johannesburg now. Tired, hungover. We missed our flight this morning thanks to Sabu. Oversleeping. We missed our flight, so we're on 7 o'clock to Joburg. We should get there like around 9. But
I don't know why you missed your flight.
yo, let's say we had a hectic Friday night. Alright, but stick and stay Jaguar's journey out there without fear. I say I did for some months. You can't tell me I could only have 3 people come in. So you gotta be mad. Where the hell you come to? So how we getting out? How we getting out to her? Yeah, look, I'm ready. Morning. Alright, how do we get out from here? Oh, this way, I appreciate it, thank you. Alright, now Jacob, ID. How is the Uber? Like, what's like? Good morning, my good man. Yeah, so this was our second day in Johannesburg. We didn't do anything the first night we got there. We were tired and hungover from the night before. So, this morning here I was heading to the legendary Legends barbershop to get a haircut and get fresh for our time out in Joburg. So this was our vibe heading there. Yeah, so I found Legends barbershop on Instagram. I can't remember exactly how I ran into them, but they got some cool ads there, good barbers, and it looked like the spot to be, so I figured I'd check them out. This was in Randburg. It was a dope experience. They put out a great product. Yeah, the barbers are super professional. The cut was really, really good. Environment, they had good atmosphere there as well too. I think the cost of it, I paid, the cost of everything was 330 Rand, but I gave the barber 400 Rand, which is the equivalent of maybe like $26. I was definitely feeling myself after the cut, man. So big shouts to Legends Barbershop, in Randburg. I'm sure the other locations is just as dope, but they put out a good product. Ciao, it's Jaguar's Journey. We are here today with Sab at the Apartheid Museum. Apartheid Museum, yeah. So we're with our guide, Jacob.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah. We're gonna get educated today. Yeah? So stick and stay. Jacob is the man inside. What's up, brother? What's up? Yeah, man. Welcome. Hey, my voice. Hey, sit down. You look like my barista. Yeah. No, DJ Maforisa. You look like DJ Maforisa. Yeah. Someone took again. Huh? Someone took again somewhere. Yeah. I thought it's Maforisa. Yeah, he looks like it, right? Top 5. Yeah. We'll find out where Maforisa is placed. Yeah, I wanted to see him actually while I was here. In action. Yeah, he's pretty good. Museum. with my boy Jacob. Say what up, Jacob.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
And of course, my main guy Sab, who is recording me while I record him. So yeah, cannot record in there, but I'll do my best to keep you guys abreast, like what the experience was, how I felt, like what I learned today. But we have a jam-packed day today, Jaguar's journey, and yeah, stick and stay. I'm looking here, but I'm gonna look there too. So, but Sab is recording me while I record me. So, but stick and stay. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. We're in Johannesburg, beautiful, beautiful Johannesburg. It's a wonderful day out today. So, yeah, look out for some good footage. Right? So we weren't allowed to film inside the Apartheid Museum. They didn't give us the exact reason, but I'm guessing it's so that you don't steal the experience from other people. You allow them to go and have their own experience. But yeah, we weren't allowed to film inside it, but I gave some feedback at the end. Me and Saab just finished. We just finished up the tour at the Apartheid Museum. I say it's a must do if you ever make it out to Johannesburg. It's a must do. A lot of mixed emotions right now. I think for me, the thing that sticks out the most is how similar I would say it is to the US segregation story. And I always have a hard time with it, and I feel like a sense of confusion, I would say, as to why things. So there's a lot of like mixed emotions around that. And I think there's still also a feeling of pride. I feel like knowing your story, knowing your history, there's a sense of pride, but there's a lot of confusion for me, and it's always kind of been that way where it's just almost like, why? Like, I don't understand why you feel the need to come to somebody's place and colonize them and kill people, take over and force, you know, your beliefs or traditions or whatever it is onto other people. So I would say to you, the audience, it's they didn't let us record in there. I say if you come to Johannesburg, definitely visit the Apartheid Museum, and you know, learn the story. I would definitely actually come back here again because it's a lot to take in. But looking at great men like Steve Biko, of course, Nelson Mandela, and just looking at the struggle that our people have been through, it's powerful. Like, there's a lot to take from it, but I personally, there's always been like a sense of just confusion as to why. I could never understand the why. So, what is your feelings as you,
Well,
you know?
my biggest part of the tour for me was they had like little videos. They had like a room, a stage with the videos and stuff, showing like when this man did it started.
Yeah.
From, you know, beginning, like where he was in the village and stuff, and they
Yeah.
had like they had their customs and stuff. They had all the male at the age of 15.
Yeah.
They were
Right.
circumcised.
Right.
And when he was getting circumcised, they had the tribal paint and everything. But
Yeah, so
they
you
told us
could-
they told them when they're gonna get circumcised, what they have to say. I am a man. And he said that feeling was so. After they circumcised them, he's like they're watching their facial expression.
Yeah, to see the pain.
To
Yeah.
see,
To see how you.
what they say.
Yeah.
I am a man, but
Yeah.
he said it was so. The pain was into his bone that
He didn't really
he
say
didn't
like the rest of the boys.
He
Yeah.
didn't say like he mean it. I am a man. To get circumcised, he said was no sterile, nothing.
Yeah.
These was a regular spear hand, and it circumcised the man, and it was like chilling to me. Like I hold my clutch. I'm like, whoa.
But what's your overall take from the museum? Like, what would you say is your overall take from that experience? Like, what is your feeling at this particular moment going through, like, freshly coming out from
I'm
it?
proud to say I'm black. That's all I can see. I know my people went through a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we went through a lot. You know, and we're still going through it right now.
Yeah.
But in a sense that I am proud to say that, you know, I came from a struggle, and you still in struggle still, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, man. So, Jaguar's journey. Sab and Jag, we moving again. We on to Soweto next. So, stick and stay, yeah? Boom.
in Soweto.
Oh shit! Wow.
Look at that nice.
Sab, you hold this side.
You know,
Oh,
hey,
I don't know.
this is a haircut. That's your competition with Legends Barber there. Yeah,
Oh wait.
getting a haircut.
Oh, I just I see what you're talking.
Find another one.
Yeah.
Find another one.
The best barbers come from the hood.
Look at
his house.
Yo, that's crazy.
A flat. But is it like a rule or something? Why you can't sell on the left side?
This side is more expensive.
Property value is
Property value, but it's only a street
But
separating.
in the beginning, people were placed here.
right,
It didn't matter how much you had.
right.
You were placed. And in the background, after this river,
Mm-hmm.
on the left, those were the hostels that you guys were reading about in the
Okay.
museum.
Right.
Grey roofs, those were the hostels. Now they've been well, not really abandoned, but a lot of homeless people just started living and moving in.
Right.
When some of the mine shafts started closing down.
Mm-hmm.
And till today, the mines have got no control over these houses anymore.
Wow.
Because now what the Constitution says is if you're going to kick somebody out, you need to find an alternative for them to live.
Oh, yeah, I'll find some place for them to live. Wow.
But do they have power, electricity and stuff?
I was about to get to that. Do you see this?
Yeah, so they running it from the pool.
Get a good picture of that. That is cable theft. So basically what they're doing is they've all connected power using cables, these cables to get
At the
electricity
bottom,
for free. They've breached electricity from the city power and connected these houses. So you're gonna see wires running all the way through.
Yeah.
And people are basically using electricity for free. Now this puts pressure on the electric grid, and sometimes you end up having blackouts because
Too much power.
the power that's being used for free is not paying for the coal.
Right.
The coal companies.
Right.
And then they end up shutting their accounts. We can't give you coal because you haven't given us the payments. That's overdue, that kind of thing. And these guys are basically like, screw you. So when the power company guys come and cut off these, tomorrow you'll find these wires back up.
Yeah.
And sometimes they even get violent.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
I can see.
You can't cut that off.
Stoning down the
They got plenty
guys
stones here.
who come to cut that out.
But when you come, you gotta come with cops.
Yeah.
You can't come by yourself with that company.
See that? They've had to put public water so that these guys can get water. So one side of the street, there's no running water coming into the rooms. On the other side, it's houses as usual.
Wow.
These goats shouldn't be here because it's not a farming area.
Yeah.
But Sowetans have got a rule unto themselves.
Right. That's crazy.
My name is Greg. What's up? Where are you from? New York. Welcome back home. What's your name? Kimo. Nice to meet you. Gregory.
All right, Greg.
Hey, Kimo. Is it possible if you can support me when you come back?
Well, look.
Wait for you. Kimo!
I think it's hell, bro.
my brother. On your way back.
Okay.
The resident guide, please feel free to record as he's giving you the presentation. About 15 minutes is having the time pause, and then you can take pictures after. We at Mandela's house right now. Jack was here continuing in the Soweto area. We're about to get a tour.
8115 Vilakazi Street, Soweto. My name is Ntieni. I'm a student. Oh, no recording, no videos, only pictures.
Oh, only pictures you can say. Okay. Serafina, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is based on the true story about what happened in Soweto in 1976. And people who have been inside the Holocaust Museum in the US, people are saying inside that museum there is exhibition of 100 most famous photos in the world. People are saying the photo of Hector Peterson is on top 5 on the list of 100.
Right.
Next to the photo of the young girl running naked in Vietnam. One is the photo which caused international outcry. Whole lot of countries of the world started encouraging sanctions against South Africa government.
Wow.
Hector was still alive when the photo was taken. Shot Hona Moema in Vilakazi. 15,000 school children were confronted by the police. It was illegal for gathering of group of people. The government decided to introduce Afrikaans as the medium of instructions at schools. Afrikaans, the language deriving from that, it was difficult for a whole lot of them to change from English to Afrikaans. School teachers who were unable to teach in Afrikaans were fired. They drafted memorandum of grievances to demonstrate non-violently, confronted by the police. Police gave them 3 minutes to go back to school. They started throwing tear gas canisters. The wind blew into police direction. They led the dogs to attack them. One dog disappeared in the crowd, thrown in front of the police. It was injured. They started singing illegal song. The song not allowed to be sung in South Africa. Nkosi singelele Africa, malupagame sumpundulwayo izwayo. Have you heard the song before?
No.
You know the movie Invictus, starring American Mr. Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I know the movie.
Yes.
But it's in that movie.
You get to see South Africans singing Nkosi singelele Africa. We sing the song now as our national anthem.
Oh, okay.
God bless Africa, God please hear our prayers. Police decided to say the life of a dog was more important than the life of a black child.
Wow.
And opened fire, and this is the wall of the void. Slate stones representing school children, young and old, getting together and forming strong unit. Spaces between the wall, missing information. We don't know what happened to the gentleman carrying Hector Peterson. His name is Mboisa Makubo. He was 18 years. When he helped the 12-year-old boy, he was not sure he was getting himself in trouble. After the photo went global, he became the most wanted boy in Soweto. He had no choice but to run for his life. For helping someone? For helping the boy, yes sir. Police were coming with the photo, asking community members if they've seen him. Also offering to pay anyone who come with information about him. So he fled the country, he went to Botswana, he got scholarship to go and study in Nigeria. When he got to Nigeria, he disappeared. Until now, until today, we South Africans and the world, we are still asking what happened to Mboisa Makubo. And we say he disappeared in Nigeria because the last time he wrote the letter to his mother, the address was Nigeria. The mother, she used to sell at the craft market. She passed away in 2005. Still hoping to see him. Telling people he might one day show up. When the museum was opened in 2002, she was approached to comment about his disappearance. Whole lot of people were regarding him as a hero. The mother, she's against that. Let me show you the message from the mother, gentlemen. And before we read the message, Hector not buried here. Holy Chasa Mandela, he came to unveil the memorial stone 2 years after he was released. And Madiba, he suggested these trees should be planted. He planted the first tree, second tree, former US President Bill Clinton, the third one, Nobel Peace Prize laureate Archbishop Tutu, others community members. And gentlemen, Outside you have met a whole lot of people from the US. Most people from America can be able to identify the name of the trees.
I don't know what the name of that tree is. Is that olive tree?
These are olive trees, yes sir.
Yeah, olive tree.
Yes?
Yeah.
Knowledge of plants. These are olive trees. As you know, a branch of olive tree, it is a sign of peace. Yes. Mandela encouraging South Africans to forgive those who open fire on school children, but not to forget what happened so that it doesn't happen again. And a year after he took over as the president, he decided to declare the 16th of June as a national holiday. It is called the Youth Day. It is dedicated to those who took to the street in 1976 and to the young people of today. And look at the small stones. They are representing the only weapon they were using to defend themselves. The whole township of Soweto was on fire. They decided to attack all the government buildings, especially the beer halls. They were building each and every train station here in Soweto for Africans to become alcoholics. And the government was spending 42 rand education of an African child, 650 for education of a white child.
Oh wow.
They were also against the Bantu education. It was an education system designed only for Africans. It was introduced in 1953. The government, they were saying Africans were not capable. They needed to be prepared as cheap labor. A young African child needed to be taught at any age that equality with white people was not for them. And now, St. and Peterson, because they were against Bantu education, 1963, colored education was introduced to people of mixed race. Indian education was introduced 1965. In the 70s, the family changed their surname from Pitso to Peterson. 10% of Africans did change their surnames to sound English to get second-class opportunities, which were mainly for coloreds and for Indians. The message from Boisa's mother, Boisa is or was my son. Is or was, she was not sure if he was still alive or not. Keeping up not an act of heroism. It was his job as a brother. This is what we regard as Ubuntu, gentlemen. Ubuntu, it means we are who we are because of others. Ubuntu, it means togetherness. We are each other brothers, keepers. And the gentleman who took the picture, Simon Zema, he was confronted by the police. Police took the film of his camera, but he had decided to put the film of the picture in his socks. The following day, the photo went global, causing an international outcry. He became wanted and he was under house arrest for 19 months. He decided to stop taking photos from that time until he died last year on the 12th of May at the age of 83. And the line of trust here, it is called the line of fire. The line of fire, yes, connects with the entrance of the museum. It is in straight line with the red sidewalk symbolizing blood to the corner where 15,000 school children were confronted by the police, where the 12-year-old boy Hector Zolile Peterson was shot. And the lady on the photo, Antoinette Setole, she is Hector Peterson's sister. She was looking for Hector before he was shot. And she was hiding 4 pounds from the corner inside the toilet built outside to accommodate one person. She tells visitors the toilet was accommodating more than 20 school children. And she recognized Hector with his shoes. It was until when they get to Pepeni Clinic. It is 200 meters up the road. The gentleman, he put the boy down, he touched him, he said in Zulu language, meaning it is finished. She is still alive, gentlemen. She was outside here a few hours ago. She used to work here at the museum and she took retirement on the 15th of December 2016. And the gentleman who took the picture, Simon Zema, as I did mention, he died last year. Hector was not the first to be shot. First victim, Hastings, his photo was never taken, and the message on the stone is from his father. When the museum was opened, he was supposed to comment about his death. So Soweto used to be known as dangerous, no-go area for white people. But 2002, Soweto was already attracting a whole lot of tourism. It was already the safest, and people agree with him mentioning a lot has been done in such a short space of time. Those who lost their lives were not lost in vain. We are still facing a whole lot of challenges. There is high rate of teenage pregnancy. Last year it was 5,000 school children who got pregnant. 40 of them were from primary school. It is 7.5 million South Africans using ARVs, treatment to HIV and AIDS, and they say HIV is affecting 2,000 people every day. There is high rate of illiteracy, high rate of unemployment, and now corruption from government officials, and the new challenge drugs. We never had such things, but there are also things which are also facing the nation, the community, but we are hoping for much better future. And gentlemen, my name is Poloko. I was born here in Soweto. I'm happy to be representing the story of Soweto to people of the world.
Appreciate
and you enjoy your tour, your stay in South Africa. And if you have questions, you are welcome. Yes, sir.
Who designed this place?
Yes, sir. It's Mashabane and Jeremy Ross.
Is a South African, a black South African?
Black South African and a white guy. Yes, black South
Everything is very particular.
Yes,
Everything is very particular. The stone, to speak to the stone mean.
Yes, sir.
What he said, the speech the stone mean. The void. Alright.
Yes, getting together, forming strong unity.
Everything is very particular.
The movie Cry Freedom starring Denzel Washington. He is playing as Steve Biko. He was regarded as the man who poisoned those who took to the street. He founded the Black Consciousness Movement.
Right. I bought his book.
Africans to have self-confidence, have pride, and he inspired a whole lot of student leaders who started using the slogan "Black is beautiful." And now Steve Biko was killed in a police custody, and the government reported that he committed suicide.
Right. Yeah, I was reading about that just now.
And this is what I'm doing for living.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Voluntary
You got
work, and we are still hoping for much better future.
Give him 100. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And God bless you. To provide electricity for the northern suburbs of Johannesburg, not for people of Soweto. The towers, they were only for people in Soweto. We started having electricity in the early 80s towards the late 80s.
So those
yes, but the towers are now closed. The only thing happening there is an extreme sport,
bungee jumping. Yeah.
You can see there is a bridge between the towers. And when you get back home, I met a whole lot of people from the US, including reference Jesse Jackson. I met Alicia Keys. I met Pastor T.D. Jakes. I met beautiful lady by the name Nana. She's former Miss US 2012. She was born here in Soweto. She left when she was 2. And it is also my pleasure to meet with you.
Pleasure to meet you, man. Thank you for your time. Definitely take it. Yeah. Once they're done there. Yo, let me adjust this camera. Powerful day today, man. That's a powerful day. A lot to take in, a lot to digest, but yeah, black is beautiful. Don't you ever forget that.